What's up, y'all? It's FTK Computer. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are watching this video, that means you are officially a member of my Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I would have never been on YouTube this long if it wasn't for you guys' support and comments and participation, and I just really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So one of the things that I wanted to do as a Patreon exclusive content, or at least primarily Patreon exclusive. I don't know if every single episode will be just for patrons, but most of them will be. One thing that people have asked me since my channel's inception is like, will you do a Symmetra tutorial? Will you do a Symmetra tutorial? But the reason that I was against it is because I just feel like Overwatch has so many variables. You know, you're on a team of 6 different heroes, you're playing against 6 different heroes, you don't know what map you're gonna get, you don't know the level of skill your teammates are gonna have, or even if they're gonna be taking it seriously. You don't know if they're playing their mains, you don't know if they're trying new heroes, like, you don't know. And Symmetra, just as a character in general, can be played so many different ways that I just felt weird about saying, okay, do this, play this way. Especially because it's also a very situational game where you're going to play differently depending on what the enemy team is doing, what characters they're playing. So as opposed to just sitting there here and telling y'all do this with Symmetra, do that with Symmetra, I thought it would be way more beneficial for me to kind of go over the decision-making process that goes on in my head and kind of like commentate my own matches and tell you guys what, you know, what was going through my mind at the time or why I made certain decisions that I made. And I think by doing this, you'll get a better understanding of how I approach Symmetra just in general. Not knocking the Symmetra tutorials that are out there already. Like, if you want to learn how to play Symmetra and you go look at those tutorials, you know, from Steve-O and whoever else, like, that's completely fine because they know what they're doing. But I just thought this would be an interesting, it would be interesting to see, like, for you guys to see what goes on in my mind, because as a person who has been playing Symmetra since I first got the game in season, I think 2 or 3, I don't remember exactly which one, I've always approached Symmetra as a support character and trying to give as much utility to my team as possible while also balancing damage. So let's look in some of my matches. I recorded these matches earlier today. Let's get into it. Alright, so Symmetra really does excel at capture point maps, so I'm setting the teleporter up just, you know, that first fight is really important to win. So if somebody gets picked early, getting them back as quick as possible, pretty obvious. Now here is what's kind of frustrating is that, you know, our main tank is kind of playing a bit passive. Now, I know that, you know, they have a Junkrat, so her shield's gonna go down pretty quickly, but the tanks are supposed to move forward, so because they're playing so far back, we're kind of stuck there. Like, it's dangerous for us to go in. We don't have that much health. They do, so they should be pushing forward. But for now, you can put, because we can throw the turrets now, it's, you know, put the turrets in a good safe location and, you know, spam orbs. Hopefully you'll hit somebody. So did not mean to get caught in that room. I didn't realize Ryan was gonna charge, but I was kind of stuck because I didn't want to get smushed. But Mercy brought me back. Now I'm still kind of stuck in this room with Baptiste. Almost killed him. He does a lot of damage now. But I mean, the turrets, the turrets were finally destroyed, but it seems like now we've capped the point. So it's okay if they play more passive because we have the point. But okay, Orisa, you need to get on the point. See, Orisa's playing way too far back. The shield should be for everyone, not just for you, you know. But at least we're on the point, so I'll take what I can get. Alright, so yeah, now we're just trying to stall. Because I felt like it was pretty much even, I just threw the wall out. I can get it pretty quickly on a capture map. Yeah, see, we're still holding it because of that wall. All right, gotta watch out for Baptiste's ult. It's very powerful. Okay, now it's down. So typically the tanks would move forward, but they're being very passive. I think they're afraid of that Junkrat spam damage, but if they don't go forward, none of us really can. So that's kind of holding us back here. And of course he has the ult again. Oh, Mercy, I don't know. I don't know if you want to take the objective by yourself. See, no, put the shield up there. So yeah, once again, like, I'm kind of tailing Roadhog because at least he can kind of body block, or I can use him as a shield, you know, a human meat shield. Yeah, Mercy's really good, so, you know, getting healed pretty well. See, you don't want to put the turrets. The idea that I take when it comes to turrets is like, I don't just put them all the way. You want to put them so that they trigger the turrets as they pass a certain area. So you kind of want to hide them, and you want to put them somewhere that like interacts with the other turrets. So I typically don't put all 3 of my turrets on one wall. I usually put 2 of them in one place and then the other in another place. And even the 2, it's rare that I'll put them like in the same spot. I'll usually put one high, one low. So yeah, I mean, now it's because we have the point, it's a lot easier to hold it. They have to push in, so they have to kind of deal with the turrets. And if Junkrat tries to like fly in and get his little kill, most likely he won't make it out. So yeah. Oh, I don't know what she was trying to do. And it's always good to move the turrets around because eventually they'll kind of see where you're putting them and then expect them to be in that place every time. So you just kind of want to move them around a little bit. Yeah, that was a pretty convincing match. The only issue I had with it was the Orisa was playing way too far back. I feel like the Junkrat was kind of acting as our main tank, which was holding us back a little bit. But we did fine. It's okay. So this, out of all of the Oasis stages, this is the hardest one for Symmetra to hold. It's just very open. So I kind of wanted to keep the teleporter just to move around a little bit until we at least tried to cap the point, but we're down 1. Oh, we're even, so it's okay. All right, Mercy's kind of in a good location. I figured, I was like, she's probably gonna res me. So now what's tricky about this stage is where to put the turrets. I usually try to put the turrets where usually there'll be a soldier try to get the high ground or a Reaper and they'll try to flank. So I'm kind of standing there. I want them to know that I'm there. So usually a dive tank or something will like see me and try to go for that kill and be dragged into the turrets. It also helps me like build my ult really quickly. So of course Diva comes. And I know some people have said they think I put my turrets kind of high, but I absolutely don't want the turrets to be melee because that's all it takes to take them out. So you kind of want to put them out of typical reach. Yeah, I saw a Junkrat bomb. I'm not sure where it came from. He might be on the high ground. He might not. I don't know. All right, Orisa is now playing a bit more confident, which is helping us. Oh, and of course, Junkrat ult. But the good thing, the turrets are still doing their job, so I'm building ult charge. I almost have my ult. The teleporter is now up, so we're getting back to the point fast. We're holding it still. You know, now it's just about the stall. That was actually a good shield placement the enemy Orisa did, but I don't know if she did it on purpose. I think she might have just accidentally put it there. But I typically try to go for the ult. Whenever I see an ult or a Baptiste, that's the first. It doesn't matter who's low health or what. I try to destroy that first. Like, always go for that. Always go for the thing you can destroy, the ult, the shield. the immortality. You just want to get that taken care of first. All right, so now that the hold that we were doing is over, now you kind of want to play a little bit more careful. Before I was just trying to make sure we were holding it. So now we're waiting for Orisa, but I think she may be back to her passive ways. Yeah, see that she should have put the shield further up. Like, see, kind of now we're like risking our lives because we can't push forward. Okay, there's a high ground, and here we go again. Are we gonna all die to it? Oh no, I don't. Oh, Orisa used Harden. Okay. Nice. Okay, so trying to destroy the turret, but see, it's just hard because Orisa tends to put her shield so far back, you know. So whereas I could compete with the Junkrat, I don't have as much range as he does. So, you know, just a bomb and the whatever the mines that he throws out there, it'll kill me. So I have to be careful. Okay, now we got the point back. Gonna save Mercy because she was in the air and that would have probably killed her. Don't know. I think McCree might have forgot to reload there. So, you see how the turrets are kind of like all in the same area, but not all on one wall. I don't want them to get destroyed all at once. I want them to have to work to destroy them. And also, when you spread them out like that, if they're taking other damage, it's hard to ascertain. Look at me use big words to ascertain where the turrets actually are, because there's just so much clutter on the screen that you can't really tell that they're damaging you. So think of it kind of. I always try to envision the turrets kind of like a Zenyatta orb, like it's doing, you know, a little bit of damage here and there. So yeah, not bad. Okay, so yeah, pretty clean match, pretty easy match. You know, Oasis is one of my favorite Symmetra maps. With the exception of City Center, that's the hard one. If they would have went Pharah, I probably either would have had to switch, or Doomfist might have switched, so you never know. But yeah, Symmetra's ult is just really good in Oasis in all of the maps. Alright, so let's look at the next match. Alright, this is another map that I really like. Y'all know I love payload maps. I think that's where Symmetra shines the most. Our team comp is pretty good. The only issue that I would have with this team comp is that we have an Ana instead of Moira or Mercy. And in my opinion, Ana is just not really an optimal healer for Symmetra at all. But we're going to make do with it because I was recording a video. I might have gone Mei here had I not been trying to get footage for this. But it's okay. So of course we have Junkrat, because Junkrat is in every match because he just does way too much damage. But that's another conversation for another day. So yeah, right now, because I don't have that burst healing from Moira and Ana actually has to hit me, I'm just kind of playing very passive, trying to do some orb damage from a distance and maybe try to get like a pick here and there. So I'm gonna do a sneaky turret bomb here, just to build ult, because we're really not making much progress. So they weren't expecting it at all. Yeah, so got 2 picks, almost have my ult now. So sometimes you just gotta sacrifice yourself. Like when you don't see a way out of a situation, or you know you see your team dying, you just want to get as much ult charge as possible, because the quicker you build your ult, the more value you're going to bring to your team. So we pretty much got this point, so I didn't do like a taxi teleporter or anything. I'm just like, whatever, we got the point. People are dying, but I mean, we still pushing. So now they brought out a Pharah, which is annoying. However, we do have Ball, which can shoot down afar pretty well, and we have Ana. Some Ana, you know, shoot far as I'm not sure, but oh, we have a McCree as well, so we're fine. The only thing that's really hard about it is that we have Ana instead of Mercy or Mora, so I just have to be really careful. So I didn't see Roadhog hooked my ass, but the turrets are still up, so I'm still getting ult charge. And now I put up the taxi teleporter now that we're kind of past it, so they can't see it, and it'll just save a lot of time because people like to trickle in solo queue anyway. So I'm getting blasted around by Pharah, but I tend to just try to ignore her and dodge her for the most part, because I mean, if I'm just spamming orbs at her, it's rare that I'll hit her. I can be doing other stuff. I just have to trust McCree. So going for the shield and going for that ult first, then going for the biggest target. I tend to start with the biggest target just to charge my beam, and then once I have the beam charged, I look to see if the squishies are close. So yeah, putting the turrets out of reach of his stupid little swing around so that he has to either acknowledge them or he's just gonna eventually die by them, and he did. Yeah. Does their team have pharmacy? I don't remember if they have a Mercy. Alright, putting the taxi teleporter up. Okay, they do have a Mercy, so yeah, I didn't even remember them bringing out Sombra, but she's here. McCree did a good ult. Pretty much now what I'm just doing is destroying shields and being an inconvenience to the enemy team with the turrets. That's pretty much it. McCree's doing pretty well. So I have my ult, and I don't know if, I don't remember how many people down we are. Okay, so yeah. All right, so now we're gonna just regroup. I'm putting the taxi teleporter up. Hopefully they take it. I have my ult, so we can make a good push. I think they might have been, I don't know who was up there. I think McCree. All right, so yeah, we're gonna push off of this. I'm gonna kind of let Ryan go in first as I destroy the shield. Maybe he can get shatter if he has it. All right, throwing the turrets up. McCree's coming out the back, so he's gonna try to ult. Nice. So the turrets are kind of protecting the payload so that we can like get back on it and push it up together, but I'm gonna slowly start moving them forward. All right, now they have a Doomfist, but that's not gonna work really well because the turrets are already down, so yeah. All right, I got taken out, but I have faith. Like the turrets are well, one turret is still up, but I'm halfway to my ult. The teleporter's up, so we're all gonna get back quickly. All right. I like to put all my turrets on that statue just because at this point you just want to get a pick really fast. So I usually spread them out, but in this situation while everyone was busy doing whatever, I could just throw them up and it'll probably get at least 1 or 2 picks. And we did it. Yay. So yeah, this time our tank was really good. And I mean, even though I'm still kind of iffy about the Ana pick, the Ana's healing the tank, so I just kind of just have to accept that I'm not gonna be the premier DPS in this match. I'm just gonna try to play a little bit passively and worry more about like my turrets and spamming orbs than like going in and trying to get kills. But it's working, so it's fine. Now we have a Mei for the ball, so that's good, and I can like use the orbs to destroy the turret, so good on that front. Okay, so now they have I don't know what I was gonna call her. I think I was gonna call her Turret. They have Tracer, which can be very annoying if you're playing Symmetra. I do feel like Tracer's a pretty good counter for Symmetra. So I'm kind of like, whereas before I was like prioritizing the turrets for what was going on in the payload, I'm gonna move the turrets back to just inconvenience the Tracer, because if left unchecked, she will just shred through us like tissue paper. That was a nice wall. We still have Ana, which, yeah, see, like, one of the things that I don't like about Ana on console is that you really have, unless you're using mouse and keyboard, it's very hard to protect yourself. So even if you can heal, like protecting yourself, hitting sleep darts, like, it's a chore while also trying to heal your team. Like, it's very difficult. Like, at least Baptiste has, like, you know, the invincibility to kind of make up for that, but Ana does not. So the TP is still up. We're getting back really quickly. They're getting kills, but we definitely have way more of a spawn advantage, and I don't think they know about it yet because they haven't done anything. They haven't destroyed the teleporter, but they probably will soon, as soon as Tracer finds it. So yeah, Tracer found the teleporter. I think she destroyed it. So if we had a reset, I probably would have went back to set up the TP, but Ron's just gonna charge anyway, so it'll get pretty quick. That was BS. That shouldn't have hit me. I was way around the corner and it still got me. But the turrets are up. I'm getting ult charge. May's gonna last for a while. The turret is annoying, but it's not really, it isn't making or breaking anything. So here I'm trying to do this flank real quick, but I don't know. I wasn't really sure how many people were there. I was kind of just caught in the moment. So I got to pick, but I'm kind of stuck, you know? We're still holding. I mean, we're just, see, at this point, we're kind of trickling in, which is not very good. All right, killed Farah, but I'm kind of stuck here, so I was hoping the team would just push out, but I was kind of screwed anyway. So yeah, we're probably going to do a reset here. This is probably one of the best chokes for this match. Putting up the TP just so we can get back quicker. Dang, didn't save Lucio. Yeah, this choke is a really good one, especially for Symmetra. Okay. Yeah, I feel like one of the reasons we're struggling is because it's hard to be able to like actually challenge them when we don't have those burst heals. So like they have an Ana too, but they have that Mercy to kind of back it up. I always feel like Ana is like in between a main healer and a off healer. Same with Baptiste, but Baptiste is more of a main healer just because he has invincibility. So I mean, immortality field, whatever it's called. So the fire destroyed my TP, but I'm putting it back because I want us to have spawn advantage. Now here's where I'm kind of frustrated because everyone's pushing forward past the choke. We should be behind it because it's a good choke. Also, it's hard to get these heals with Ana, you know, because she just can't defend herself like that. So we're going back. We're holding still somehow. It's like we're kind of trading even. Like we're even with kills. Like they'll kill somebody, we'll kill somebody. Yeah, Farah is just like obliterating us, and we have a McCree, but like I said, like without McCree getting pocketed to fight the Farah, the pharmacy is just really hard to counter. But we're like breaking even with kills, so it seems like it's okay. Now we have 2 off healers, I believe. Yeah, whatever. Like, the good thing about the turrets is that even if I'm not there, the turrets can still do the work. But that would have been a lot easier if we had like a real main healer. You know what I'm saying? But we just it still worked. It was closer than it needed to be, but whatever. I really feel like I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Lucio was like our main healer for this round. Yeah, he definitely was. But yeah, I mean, still a pretty good match. It's just what I say is that if I'm playing Symmetra and we have an Ana as a main healer, I take it with a grain of salt. Like, we were still doing okay, but most likely, if I was not recording footage for a video, I probably would have went Ashe if the mate didn't switch to McCree. The problem though is that it's very hard on console with a controller to take out Pharmacy. It's very hard. Like, I know some people saying it's easy, but it's not. And I have pretty decent aim for like a controller player. It's very hard because it just takes 1 or like 1.5 boosted damage boosted rockets to your face for you to get killed. And if you're not being pocketed while you're fighting, the rockets move you around. They blur your vision. It's a lot to take out Mercy to take out Pharmacy alone. So props to the McCree, but it would have been easier with a Mercy or a Moira. But we did okay. It was fine. Ball was causing confusion. Our Lucio was causing a lot of confusion. It's just confusion is a good thing in solo queue. And I think that Symmetra's turrets definitely help with that because they're taking damage, they hear the buzz, but they don't know exactly where they're coming from, so they have to turn around, which is why I tend to put the turrets facing like on walls that I know they will pass through, because then they have to turn their backs and it's easier for the team to get damage. So like if it's a Reinhardt, if he's holding up a shield and he's taking damage from behind, he has to either turn the shield around and expose his back, or just put down the shield and start swinging. So that's when we can get damage. But yeah, so that's it for those matches. I'm definitely going to do more matches in the future. It will be most of it will be on my Patreon. I might do one of these on my main channel every once in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I know I left a lot of things out, but I feel like that's the good thing, is we're going to keep this. It's going to be a series, so I'll be able to talk about more things in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've gotten your fill of Symmetra for the day. I will see you guys later. Peace.